Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's product demonstration of MagnaQuest. My name is Kashipa Maladi, and I would be demonstrating the product and the presentation today. Before I start with my presentation on today's topic about broadband's next trend is in migration to IPv6, let me just give you a brief about our company and the kind of logistics we follow, and let me just give a brief about whatever the presentation is going to be about today. Well, to start with, our company is a 14-year-old company with an experience of providing billing and CRM and OSS platform to various broadband service providers. In addition to broadband, we also provide billing and CRM modules to other business plans like pay TV or cloud, triple play, and etc. If we take the customers in India, the Beam and Hathway in India are two primary ISPs who are using our solution to manage their internal process, and so far there are more than 150 customers around the world in more than 35 countries who are using our solution to build their end users. Coming to today's webinar, I will be discussing about how the broadband the whole broadband market or the ISP market migration from IPv4 to IPv6 is going to be a very comprehensive task which involves many challenges and many opportunities at the same time. And once I am done with speaking about that, I would be speaking about how a billing system or a platform like MagnaQuest BCRM and OSS will be able to support these migration challenges that ISPs are set to face. Now, so as I have already spoken about my company, it's a 14-year-old company with more than 150 customers and with global locations of more than 35 countries, and these customers are currently in production with our solution. And coming to the solution that we have, it's a complete BSS OSS solution offering for broadband service provider, and as I've already mentioned, it is also we also cater to the needs of pay TV, cloud, triple play, etc. So coming to today's topic, I start off with discussing about IPv4 and V6 and various advantages in migration from V4 to V6. Let me just give you a brief about what is IPv4, what is IPv6, and why are we actually discussing about it today. A V4 format, most of us know that a V4 format is when it's written in a binary code, it's a 32-bit address, and hence the available addresses will be not more than 2 power 32. Now, this 2 power 32 is the 2 power 32 is the maximum number of IPs that you can have at any given point of time in the whole of internet across the world. Now, the problem arises when this number of 2 power 32 number of IPs exhaust at any given point of time, and we don't have any more IPs for the new devices in the network. That is something that people have seen would happen in the foreseeable future. So that is the reason they have come up with a 128-bit IPv6, which has the capability of 2 power 128 addresses. So when we talk about these changes, market naturally, in the process of absorbing these changes of migration from IPv4 to V6, is going to face many challenges. For primarily, due to the inevitable nature of IPv4's running out, solution software developers or software platform developers have already started deploying the systems on IPv6. This is more predominant in systems or in solutions that actually sell on a hosted environment or on a cloud environment. These people need to interact with various systems through internet, where IPs play a very critical role. So So if you are, so these systems have equipped themselves to adapt to the change. In addition to this, network services, network providers, network element providers, I'm sorry, have like switch providers or routers providers have already made sure that their systems are either IPv6 ready, or if their systems have been sold before the IPv6 specs has been released, they are seeing that their key components or the element or the switches in the routers that have been sold are ready to address the IPv6 challenges by providing them the necessary updates. So it's also an important feature. It's also important to understand and appreciate the fact that this transition from IPv4 to V6 is not going to happen over the night. So during this process, the ISP environment should be able to manage the dual IP stacks. Or when we talk about dual IP stacks, it means IPv4 and V6, and the DHCP server that actually manages this should be able to manage both these formats. In addition to this, automatic tunneling should also be possible for service providers on a V4 platform to access the content on IPv6 only hosts. Basic auto tunneling. I mean, let me just give you a brief about auto tunneling for people who are not familiar with the concept. This is a scenario where the data packets are not in the same readable format as IPv4. When this happens, the OSS will convert the IPv6 data packets into IPv4 data packets, and it sends to its end customers. And in the similar fashion, when the data is sent back from the IPv4 host, it is converted or tunneled into an IPv6 packet, and it is sent to the host. In addition to this, processing and translation in IPv6 only host, as I have already spoken, is also very important. So when I speak about our solution or the market or general expectations from a system like MapRequest, you can expect the following from our solution. What you get is a DHCP server which has the ability to interact with which has the ability to allocate both IPv6 and V4 addresses, radius server which is ready to address your your server needs, dual stack mode, support for IPv6 and IPv4 capability, so that irrespective of whatever IP format you are using, your end users will not suffer from data outages, or data packet tunneling ability for IPv6 support, so that the data packets that reach are not wasted, and they reach the correct host. And in addition to this, you get many other features. But before I go ahead discussing about other features and other features of our platform, let me just give you a brief about our billing and CRM framework, where we have a set of modules which will help help manage the service providers' business needs. When we speak about an ISP environment, it is a well-known fact that these ISP service providers are predominantly subscription-driven businesses. So subscriber management or subscription information management plays a critical role in this in this business. I'm sorry. So as part of managing the subscribers, we have subscription information management and order taking and fulfill management. That has been evolved into a complete feature set over the past 15 years. In addition to this, we have modules like billing, customer care, and inventory management to take care of other features like taking care of the collectibles or customer relationship management, post sales, and if you are allotting any routers to your end users, we will be able to manage it with our inventory management module. Excuse me. So as I was speaking, in addition to these modules, we also have an accounts module or jobs module, or and various other modules, which basically covers the entire life cycle of end-to-end user life cycle of a ISP, which will actually help him to completely automate his business process. The key benefits of this automation is you will be able to completely remove the manual effort required to build, and which in turn will bring down the errors that you're going to the possibility for making errors in the bill for end users, and in turn this will directly increase the customer satisfaction levels for the end user. So that is how we basically see our billing system improving your business. When we speak about integrations or third-party systems, billing activity, as we understand, is not a standalone activity, and it needs to gather information from various systems. For example, in this case, we see that as I already mentioned, we cater to pay TV, broadband, cloud, various systems where provisioning systems are varied. In this case, we will be able to integrate with your BRAS or NRAS systems or other network switches and routers to enforce the policies, or payment gateways to authenticate the payments, or financial accounting systems to provide information about the revenues and other financial related informations. Then interactive voice response systems to help your end customer care executives manage the information, or mobile gateways. In addition to this, we also have a front-end self-care interface for your end users to manage their information, view their information, see what plan they are using, what is the usage that they have, and pay bills according to their usage, or upgrade or downgrade their services. In addition to this, our MagnaQuest OSS also our MagnaQuest OSS feature set consists of a DHCP server, which will help allocate the IPs to the respective service users, and a captive portal to manage the authentication process. SNMP server support using SNMP server that we have. We also have the ability to enforce the AAA feature with the help of integration of radius server. In addition to this, policy engine will also help our system to enforce policies onto the BRAS. Now, without any further delay, let me just go to the system and pull out a few screens from our interface, which will help you better understand about our solution. So the system that you can see on your screen is a basic testbed that we have built for our internal use and demonstration purpose. However, the whole system can be configured according to the requirement of the user. In this case, an ISP provider, service provider. If there is any modules that are not required for your business process, they can be very well removed. And our system has the flexibility to pop up the information based on the role. We have the role-based access system feature inbuilt with our system. So if your accounts person is trying to view information of a customer or subscriber base, he won't be able to see it, and you can take care of it with the help of our role-based access system. So, as you can see on your screen, if you can see it on your screen, you can see a basic interface called price plan, where various parameters have been there are fields for various parameters, and let me just explain each field, what it actually represents, and how this screen can be used to manage your price plan. So once the plan code and the plan names are defined, you have the ability to basically attach a bundle to it. Now, when the way in which my MQ billing and CRM works is, you can define basic services, bundle them, and you can attach a price plan to this bundle. So whenever a price plan is being defined, you can attach an individual bundle to it, and you can very well define all the business level parameters to that bundle. So that bundle can be defined here. Once the bundle is the populated bundle is selected, you can define what is the period in which this plan should be active. Now you don't want your introductory plans to be visible once the introductory offers are done. So in such cases, you can define the start date and end date such that once the duration of this plans is done, the plan becomes inactive, and that is where the status bar comes into picture. Once, if you want to deactivate or activate a price plan manually, you can use this bar to do it. And in addition to this, you can define what type of customers you want this price plan to be seen by. See, if a corporate user comes to your website and tries to look at the price plans, he will be able to see only the price plans that are for corporates, not for the residential users. In addition to this, there are various billing frequencies that MagnaQuest BCRM platform can support. And if you have a monthly billing process, quarterly or half yearly or yearly, you will be able to definitely support it. In addition to this, if you are trying to come up with a different billing frequency, it can also be defined in the system. Now, when a price plan is prepared, the price plan might be applicable only to certain areas. When a person from other part of the world or another part of the country is trying to see the price plans, should not be able to see the price plans should be able to see the price plans only from his region. So that is where the pricing region comes into picture. If you don't want the other region people to see your price plans, you can hide them from them. The operational entity will help you to sell your services through certain operational entities, not by all the partners. Or if you have some resellers, you can define which of the resellers can sell this price plan. So that is the basic overview of this screen. And just give me a few minutes. I'm trying to now pull out a pricing screen or trying to figure out a good price plan to showcase it on the demonstration today. Now, once the price plan definition is done, the subscriber information capturing also plays an important role in this. Once the subscriber chooses a plan, the system should be able to interact with various systems, interact with the customer in such a way that whatever information is provided by him should be captured into interface. Now, to do this, we generally see that ISPs have a lot of traffic or customers coming in from their website. So with EVAP's interface, it has the ability to integrate with your service portal, capture the information in your portal, and it has the ability to pump in the data that's collected in your website back to our system, based on which the MagnaQuest billing and CRM solution generates the customer an ID for him, so that he'll be uniquely identified among all the customers. And once this is done, the customer will be able to choose the plan that he requires and pay for it appropriately. So to do all this, we have the ability to integrate with your service portal. In addition to this, we also see that many service providers also have their corporate customers coming in from through sales departments, and these sales departments generally use CRMs to manage the information of their service providers, of the end users. So in order to capture the information from such systems, MagnaQuest, our billing billing CRM platform, has been integrated with world-class CRM systems like Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, or Siebel CRM. Or as a matter of fact, our system has the ability to interact with any CRM system which is open to integrate with a system using an API. So, in addition, these are the two popular ways that we see that ISPs are registering their customers. In addition to this, if you have a office and there are people walking into your office and talking to your executives and providing information, and that information can also be captured by your customer executives, and that screen just looks like this. So here you can see that the customer number that's attached to this person, and there is a field that says whether he's an individual or an organization, based on which, if you can remember, we have defined the price plan based on who will be able to see the price plans, whether it's an individual or an organization. If he is an individual, the relevant plans will only be popped up, and not the plans for the organization. And in addition to this, we can also mention his other details like last name, first name, where's he work, which company does he work for, and what is the operational and which operation entity is actually registering this customer, and what currency has he chosen to pay, and address details, etc. Now again, as I have previously mentioned, all the details in this screen can be completely configured based on the requirement of each and every ISP. If you need some extra fields, then that can be arranged for, and if you want to delete some of the features in this and make it a comprehensive screen, that can also be arranged for. So the next step of this in this end-to-end billing management comes the order management. When in a order management, or some might call it a contract management, you will be able to basically define the price plans that you have can be defined, and once they are defined, they will be populated in this window. Now, once I select, let me just pull out a customer detail for the demonstration purpose now, so that I'll be able to showcase how actually a customer can be selected, an order can be, the selected service can be chosen, and the contract date and the service initiation and other details can be mentioned once in the contract booking phase. So once this is, so that you can see on your screens right now. So this customer, which is Patrice A from Paris, this is the information of the contract that has been booked for her, and you can also mention the contract validity period or the billing frequency that she has chosen, and you can also indicate the salesman code, which is not relevant here, so it's not been mentioned. But once the salesman code is mentioned, our system has the abilities in such a way that once the salesman makes his order through our system, the amount or the commission that he's supposed to get for the sale will automatically be deducted from the main books of your accounts, and it will be credited for the salesman. So these kind of information management can also be managed with our system. And if you can see at the bottom of the screen where I'm highlighting them with the help of a mouse, you can see that our system also has the ability to manage the hardware details. Now let me just summarize. I understand that this is new. This is a system that you have been seeing for the first time, and for the convenience of the viewers, I'm just trying to summarize whatever that we have seen. We have primarily seen a price band engine, or where you will be able to define the details or the parameters based on which a plan will be defined, and once that is done, a pricing will be attached to it. Based on which the value on which it will be sold. Once it is done, you will be able to acquire your customers via service portals or a CRM or the MagnaQuest PCRM interface. Once it is done, the ordering will be taken care of. So, in once the ordering is done, the next step of the life cycle would be billing for the services. So as I've been mentioning, the next step of this life cycle management comes the billing aspect of it. Now billing plays an important role where if it is automated, you should be able to, the billing module should be able to capture all the data from the order management module and the customer details, and once this information is populated, it should be able to generate the bill for the specified time period. Once this is done, it should be able to generate bills for the required time period in the BCRM. And in addition to this, as I have also mentioned, we also have prospect management or quotation management, and also a jobs module, which will actually help you to automate the whole process. So due to the restrictions in the time, I'm not able to. The reason would be because today's demo is more about a solution's ability to support IPv6 and how it is done. So if we look at the DHCP server's features, it is important that they should be able to support the IPv6 formats, where the IPv6, they should be able to handle the IPv6 pool of IPs that has been allocated to the ISP, and for this the DHCP should have the inbuilt ability to manage this. So as you can see on your screens right now, our DHCP server has the flexibility to generate IPv6 format of IPs based on the range given provided by you. So once this is done, you are free to allocate all these IPs to your customers based on the logic that will be mentioned by you. And in addition to this, you will also be able to ready. So to summarize whatever I have discussed, we have basically spoken about what are the changes that are going in the market today regarding migration from IPv6 to v4 to v6, and once this is done, what are the challenges that service providers will be facing, and how transition from IPv4 to v6 is going to take a lot of time, and how this time should be and how the business process should be managed during this time. We also spoke about various topics like auto tunneling, dual stack IP management, and various other features that are relevant in this context. In addition to this, you have also seen how these features will be managed in our solution in a BCRM and an OSS module. So this brings us to the end of the session. Though we have a few interesting questions from our attendees, we are not able to answer them. We regret that very much, and we would be sending the answers to their questions after the end of this webinar. If you have any other questions, you have any doubts, anything to discuss with us, or you want to purchase a system, you can very well mail us at the mentioned email IDs on your screen. I hope you have found this presentation interesting, And thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day. Our radio server, which should also have the ability to manage the IPv6, is also